Alright, moving on. Tier 9, we got another drag race. So this time the car is not in critical condition. So hopefully it won't take multiple tries. And also we got enough upgrades to finish the entirety of this limited time series. For this car and Integra Type R, the upgrades necessary. Doesn't take a whole lot of time, what, hour and 10 minutes total, so that's not too bad. Anyway, all right. Wow, we are leaving Granger in the dust. When does that ever happen? All right. But that was a really solid takeoff. Good timing that somehow I nailed perfectly. This random launch makes it very difficult though. That's not exactly a common theme. More so rarity than something that we see every day, unfortunately. All right, so as one would hope, with the car in, normal condition with all the upgrades sufficient enough to complete the entirety of the event, you would think we shouldn't be struggling, and we are actually not struggling. So that's a relief. And about now, I would really appreciate the instant free service on this car and Integra about now, because I think this event ends in about 24 hours. So if I don't have to stop every so often to get the car serviced, not necessarily because it's impossible to go through unserviced. I think most of the challenges you can, but it's just what can I say? It's not very fun. And when the game is not fun, well, then why are we playing it, right? So, all right. Up next, we'll do elimination. And I know car is going into critical condition, but we'll maybe get it serviced after this tier, so we don't stop mid-tier, you know what I mean? So this one, Bridge Grand Prix, here at Silverstone, so pretty cool circuit. And I think we should survive the first 20 seconds, which is really, if we can survive the, straight up to the first corner on really just about any circuit, we're good. It's just that there are certain circuits, the first corner is very far away from the starting line, right? Like, let's say Dubai, for example. Any Dubai track variation that starts at the normal, like Grand Prix starting line, you gotta race down the full length of that pit straight before you encounter the first corner. And with the cars like this one, where it takes a while to reach that point, usually ends up taking more than 20 seconds, which means you get eliminated before you get there. But thankfully, this circuit, not so. We can survive the first 20 seconds, which means generally we can survive the rest of it. Alright, so that is another opponent out. So 3 more, so we got a minute more to race. Little late on that one. But yeah, I really like the really dark red Honda emblem on the center of the steering wheel. That's pretty cool. Alright, so just one final opponent remain, Jolted. So just about now down to 12 seconds and counting as we finish a full lap. There we go. You can't pass me now. All right. Got a whole $1 taken out for an off-track penalty. I guess yeah, that heading under the bridge, I guess I did maybe skidded off just a little bit. Maybe a wheel got off, since they do take that against, count that against you. And, ooh, that is more service bars I wanted to taken out than I wanted to see, but all right, we'll wrap up this tier and get it in service. And speaking of wrapping up tier 9, it's going to be with the Cup at Daytona road course, PR 11.3. We'll need 2 laps here, so of course it's going to be a rolling start, so don't expect much at the beginning, as these guys will all leave me behind, as I'm not going to be able to keep up with these guys. But basically means as we head into the interior section of the circuit, there'll be more opportunities with more corners, like right here, the very first corner. Can climb up to 10th place and carrying still a decent amount of speed to claim another ranks up. 6th place. All right. And I don't think I'm going to be able to hold on to the 5th place. I don't think so. Nope. Dropping back down to 6th, but just in time. We got a corner to give us a little bit more of an edge. All right, 4th place. This might be a little rough, because these guys are really gonna start to take off once we come out on this outer rim section of the circuit, and the leader is a good distance ahead and spreading even wider, as I'm unable to keep up even to the 2nd and 3rd place guys here. Jojo 76. So this is my chance, the chicane coming up. Let's see if I can overtake maybe a place at least, possibly. All right, 3rd place is and am I going to be able to hold it? All right, so Jojo 76 decided to, well, for a little bit, then get behind me for a little bit, and then realized how slow I was, I guess. Decided to overtake me instead of staying behind, as yeah, I just don't have what's necessary here. It's struggling to keep up. All right, but as in previous lap, oh, that's not good. If we lose any edge in this section of the circuit, this is gonna be a serious uphill battle. So I am at this point uncertain if I'm gonna get any trophy here, as I am not on the podium range. Now I am, but am I gonna be able to hold it as we head out into the wilderness here? All right, second place. I think Perturbed in the lead is a goner at this point. I don't know how I'm gonna catch up. Well, I know how I'm gonna catch up. It's just not gonna happen in this race. How it will happen is getting the car serviced, of course. As yeah, even with the chicane, I don't think I'll get there on time to close the gap. There's not enough in this car to really get me close any gap here. Maybe a little bit, but then of course it opens right back up again as we get this banked curve that we all go flat out. And yep. But in the meantime, third and fourth place looks like there's been a switch in position, as Jojo76 has climbed up to the third place to claim a place on podium. Good on ya. Okay, so just the second place finish. So we'll have to revisit this one. But for now, that will do. As long as we podium, we get to unlock the next tier. So that is good enough for now. That'll have to do, and we'll get the car serviced, as we'll try to tackle this one more time. But for now, it does unlock the next tier. So there we go. All right, so we'll continue after the service is complete. So stay tuned for the rehashing of this Tier 9 Cup. All right, see you in a bit.